Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. My name is Nikki Kirk and I've been selling on Amazon for 7 years now, doing retail arbitrage. It is officially the longest job I've ever had. I probably passed it at like 4 years. I don't honestly know. But yeah, longest job I've ever had, best job I've ever had. Working for yourself, you can't beat it. So Q4 is here. We are in it, or we're on the very cusp of it. It starts next week officially. But we're already out there scanning everything, and if you're not FBMing during Q4, you are really missing out. Hopefully by now you've seen some of my FBM videos, my FBM 101 video, my FBM during Q4 videos. There's all kinds of reasons why FBM is so important, but it's especially important during Q4 because if you're only doing FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, where you send everything to the warehouse, Amazon's warehouses, they handle it all, they do the customer service, they ship out the orders, all of that. You're gonna hit a time where you can no longer send stuff in because it won't process through the warehouse and sell before the actual holiday. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween. Basically right now, if you haven't sent your stuff in for Halloween, you're kind of already cutting it too close. And so that's why you want to be FBMing. FBM, if you don't know, is fulfilled by merchant, or as I like to call it, fulfilled by me, because I'm the one who has the product on hand. I'm selling it direct to the customer through Amazon, and then I'm the one packaging it and I'm sending it out. I'm also going to be doing the customer service for it, which is honestly very slim. Now, there is those terrible customers that come out during the holiday season for whatever reason, but you just handle them professionally. Yes, you might get some scammy customers or people who return used goods, and unfortunately it's just part of being a retailer. Target, Walmart, Ross, all those people who have any kind of return policy have the same experience. It's just a cost of doing business as a retailer. But that is so minimal, like very, very minimal. Most of the returns you'll get, they will be perfectly fine and you can resell them. So don't let that deter you, because FBM is hugely profitable during Q4. So this week I've partnered with Sellerboard to help you create FBM shipping templates. So now if you are not using Sellerboard yet, you are really missing out, because Sellerboard is a software that helps you see your actual true profit on the products that you're selling on Amazon. So what happens with Amazon is they have all kinds of reporting, like business reporting and SKU reporting, and it's just like all mumbled. And at the end of the day, you don't actually get to put your cost of goods into Amazon's software, so you don't have a full picture of your profit. Sellerboard is that full picture. So I'm going to show you, it does a lot of different things and I'll quickly run through that, but I'm going to show you why it's so helpful for FBM specifically. Okay, so I'm in my Sellerboard dashboard right here. When I open it up, this is what it looks like. My current September sales are not great. I got to get in there and dig around. I'm going to be amping up my sourcing and all that. So I filmed this on, what's today? The 13th of September, and I'm about to hit sourcing nonstop 1 to 2 times a week next week. But this is my last office week. Anyways, so my sales are not great. Actually, my ROIs, I'm pretty happy with the ROI, even though like my profit for my sales, it doesn't seem like great. But what I love about Sellerboard is the fact that it will forecast out. So it's estimating that I'm going to do $12,000 this month in September. I think I'm going to do more, but Sellerboard is using what I currently have. So obviously I'm going to be sending in more stuff, and that stuff might sell, and I'm going to go source it. I'm going to list stuff FBM. So it doesn't totally have the full picture because I have more stuff. But as of right now, knowing everything I have in my inventory, all my Amazon fees, this is what Sellerboard is estimating that I'm going to do this month, which is awesome. So it's going to say I'm going to have 26% margin, which is real good. That's right where I want to be. Anywhere 20 to 25, I'm pretty happy with. So 26, that's awesome. My ROI, I like to be at 70. I'm usually around 70, and we can see for the month so far, I'm at 68. So good, not great. Then you can see my last month, so the month of August, I ended up 23% margin, 66% ROI. Good, not great, right? But you know what? I'm perfectly happy. That's sourcing part-time. I think I sourced 2 times in August. So that's pretty good for part-time work, right? Okay, so the cool thing about Sellerboard is that you can click through. So you can see my sales for August, July, June, May, all the way back. And then you can see my Q4. It's just missing October, but you can see I did 86,000 in December, 53, and then we go down to the profit. Here you go. I did almost $23,000 in December and $15,000 profit in November. And so this is what I'm talking about. But the shipping costs. So it tells me, this transport partner, this is my FBM shipping. So you can see how much money I spent. Clearly I was doing a lot of FBM in December. Again, the reason is because after a certain point, basically Thanksgiving, you don't want to send any Christmas specific stuff into the warehouse anymore, because the odds that it's going to sell and get to the customer by Christmas are cutting ever shorter as the month goes on. So instead, you want to FBM that stuff. I'm talking things with Christmas trees on it, things, holiday candy. Like, you can send that in and it will sell after Christmas, but if you want to have the best bang for your buck, you want to sell it before, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So you can see I did almost $1,000, and then in January, February, this is when I was FBMing a lot of cold medicine because there was a shortage. Those are reasons you want to FBM. I have a whole other video, I'll link it here, of reasons why you want to FBM, but you want to FBM. But the shipping cost is what I wanted to show you. So we're going to go over back to my main screen on the tiles. Now you can sort this any way you want to, and you've probably seen me sort it. So you can go this month, last month. You can do just yesterday, this month, yesterday, 7 days. You can view whatever one you want to do. Clicking that is going to just change those tiles. If I want to see what I did yesterday, I would click there. And then down here, it's telling me the specific products I sold yesterday. And then again, month to date, specific products I've sold month to date. So this is where we're going to look for the reason that I think you need Sellerboard if you're not already convinced that you need it. If you don't know what your numbers are for Amazon, you're just kind of floundering around and really doing this as a hobby, because if you're really running a business, you got to know those business numbers. If you watch any of the business shows like The Profit or Restaurant Impossible, I love that one, you'll know how the business coaches get really mad at these failing and flailing businesses because they don't know their numbers. And as a business owner, you should know your numbers, and that's where Sellerboard comes in. So every day they have an app, and I look at the app more than the desktop because it shows the same stuff. But I look at the app and I see what I am wanting to replen while I'm outsourcing. Like, what was I selling? Did it really make the profit I thought it would? Because things change on Amazon all the time, right? Your prices are going to go down if other sellers are going down and you need to move it, all that kind of stuff. And so while it made a profit when you bought it, the profit might be shrinking and you might not want to replen it. And having the ability to pull it up, see how much money you made on Sellerboard on your phone is so important. So for FBM specifically, these are items that I've been FBMing. And you can see here, it pulls in how much shipping I paid on the orders. I sold 11 of them. After shipping, I made $105. So if I did the math, 5 or 11, we're talking like, I don't know, what is that, like $7 each I made on them after the shipping, after the cost of goods and everything. So that would be an item I want to replen. I'm going to scroll down and pull some other FBM. So you can see this is some sunscreen that I FBM'd. Again, it's got my shipping costs pulled here. So that's transport partner, that is Amazon. So I paid $10 to ship these and I made $14 after cost of goods and profit are taken out. All right, so that is Sellerboard and why you really want to use it for FBM. If you are not currently using Sellerboard, you are in for a treat because they have 2 months free. So if you go to yoursellingguide.com/Sellerboard, the link is on the screen, you can get 2 months free. You don't have to put a credit card, anything. You just connect it to your Amazon account, add in your cost of goods, and it's so easy. To add in your cost of goods, you would go to products. I literally do this once a week. So I just go here, anything with a 0, I enter my cost of goods. So you can sort right here by cost of goods and it's going to pull up anything with the 0. And now since I make my SKUs where the store I got it, how much I paid, my break even, that's how I make my SKUs when I list the product. So I know that this product was $19.99 and now I hit save and now my cost of goods. You just go down. It's so easy. You can just sit in front of the TV or whatever and do it. It's awesome. All right, now let's jump into the shipping templates. So if you go to settings, shipping settings in your Amazon account, you're going to get to your shipping templates. Now you're probably going to have the migrated, or I really should learn what that word is, but whatever the standard, Amazon's going to give you a standard one. You have to have a professional selling account for the shipping templates to work for you. If you're on a free individual account with Amazon, there won't be the ability to set your shipping templates. They have one they set up for you. If you have a professional account, make sure you set up a shipping template. You can set up 20 shipping templates if you want to. I have 4. It's more than enough for me. But if ever something happened and I have a heavy item that I need to charge a lot of shipping for, or whatever the reason is, you can set up a new shipping template. Super easy. And you can pick and filter. And if you say, oh wait, I want to change it after the fact, super easy to do. I'll show you how to do that here. So my default shipping template is this one that you see right here. It is the lightweight free shipping template. If I want to edit it, and now you can see it is ready to edit. So you can change the name if you want to. I do all of mine the per item weight based. The price banded is like when a customer's total order gets to X point, you charge this amount, and you can set those things. I've never used that one, so I'm not going to show you how to do it. I feel like it's very rare that a customer is going to order multiple from us, right? I feel like that's more like a brand thing, but I don't know. So I don't use it, so I'm sorry I can't show you that one, but I use the per item weight based, which is the fixed fee, and you can add the cost per pound on top of it. Now, one main thing you're going to see about mine is this toggle is off, and I leave it off on all of them, and I'll show you why in a bit. But basically, if you have it on, which is the default, it's going to make you do 2 days and next day and all that, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to figure those shipping prices out. I don't need to offer them because I do offer expedited. So on my free template, I've got the free economy, I ship to PO boxes, transit time 3 to 5 days, the shipping is free. Now you can change these handling times if you want to. I would recommend, especially for Q4 specifically, the least amount that you can get away with. Now these handling times or transit times are the times that it's going to take. So if someone orders it free shipping, it's most likely going to go ground advantage, either under a pound or up to whatever their thing is. But it's pretty cheap. It's the one that was previously called first class. So it takes about 3 to 5 days to get to the customer. And those are business days. So if the post office doesn't work on Sundays, even though I think they do in the back end, but anyways, if they don't work on Sundays, then that's not taking that time into account. So, or weekends, not weekends, holidays, things like that. So 3 to 5 business days, which everything gets there just fine. So then I go down to my standard. You have to have standard. Amazon does not let you check it off. And then all these fees, I don't know why they give you a place for different ones, because they all have to be the same. So right now, mine are $6.99 per order, $99 a pound. Again, the transit times, these actually automatically, so I'm in Oklahoma, so everything gets there real fast. Alaska and Hawaii is going to take 5 to 8 days. So you can change these if you wanted to. You can see it has different options. I've never had an issue with that, but Q4 is here, so I'm going to go ahead and update my prices. I'm going to go. So here's why I don't like charging a lot for the free template, because if they pick standard, so for example, you can see it's telling me red, like it wants them to all be the same, which I'll update that in a second. But for example, if they see, the customer's going to see on Amazon, so today's September 13th. So the customer's probably going to see that they can get their item by the 18th or 19th on Amazon for free. But then they're going to see, hey, but you can get it on the 15th, or yeah, the 15th if you pay $8.99, plus it'll add 99 cents a pound. So if it's a 2-pound item, it's going to add $2. So $9, $10, $11. It's going to say, but you can get it faster if you pay $11. And people really do pay that. So on my free template, I like to have it, basically covers my cost of shipping so that I'm getting the extra profit because I don't have to cover it. So if you make that standard one on your free template only, if you make it too much, it might not, this is my own thinking, I don't know, it could not be the case, but it might make a customer not want to do that. And I would rather them pay. So I think I'm just going to leave it at $8.99. So you have to change every single one. But if you're going to offer free stuff and it gets heavier, then you could add this per pound. And so if you have stuff that's under a pound, it's not going to add that a whole lot of extra cost. So there's that too. Anyways, all these you can add the standard. So expediting. Again, this is 1 to 2 days. So they are going to get it fast. In olden days, I would send it priority, but now it's still the ground advantage. It might go priority if it needs to get there faster. I haven't had one since they made the change that's been expedited. But for this one, I am going to charge a lot more. So I'm going to change it to, I'll do $22.99 plus $1.99 a pound. If you wanted to add 2 day and 1 day, you would just click those on. I don't want to do international, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So now my free template is updated for Q4. If you want to make a new one, create a new shipping template. If you wanted to copy, like if I wanted to use one of these as the example, I could, but I just want to make a new one. Okay, now this thing pops up. This is that toggle that I was talking about. So this is how it's going to pop up when you make a brand new shipping template. So I have to pick my warehouse, which I almost have a warehouse. It's almost done. So I'm going to pick this and you hit next. Choose fulfillment type. I want new non-prime. I'm not eligible for prime. I never have been. I don't know why, but I'm perfectly fine with it. So I don't have seller fulfilled prime, so I can't offer that. And now here is the area where it's going to have all these things. Now, I could have already canceled out of this, but I just wanted to show you all these things. So you could do it like I want to ship, I'm not going to do Amazon, that's for sure, but let's say I want to do all these things. So you can do all those things. I'm just going to cancel out of this. And now you get to what I had earlier. So this, what I've done is basically toggled this thing off. So at the very start, you can cancel out. I just wanted to show you like what it looks like. Call your shipping template whatever you want to do. So maybe you want to make, since you can have up to 20, maybe you want to make Q4 specific. Q4 free shipping. So now you can see how it automatically has it at that 4 to 8, but I know that they get there faster, so I'm going to go ahead and do 3 to 5. Now, it has Puerto Rico on it. Some people are fine with Puerto Rico. I do not want to. You can also add the military bases if you want to. I do have one that has it on it. Sometimes they get expensive. So something to consider. If you're new, maybe you don't want to do that just yet. So I took off Puerto Rico. And now you can see it has these, I don't know why it doesn't have Oklahoma on this one, but it has them already broken out. So now I'm going to do $8.99 again. You can do nothing a pound, but I like to add 99 cents. So this one is letting me do $10.99 for that. So let's see if that lets me do it. And then now I can check off 2 day, because again, I don't offer 2 day, but I do offer expedited, which does get to them in time. If you wanted to add a region, like that's fine. I'm going to get it to Alaska and Hawaii fast. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through my other templates just so you can have a look. I'm going to delete this one because I don't need it. But if I wanted to make it my default, you would just do that. So what default means is every time I list, and I list from my phone in the store, I would not recommend doing that if it's your first time listing an item and you're not sure how much it's going to cost to ship. I have an FBM 101 video which goes over how you can estimate the cost and all that. So I'm not going to do that here. But default would mean that it's the automatic one for everything unless you change it, which you can do in the app very easily. When you go to list it, you'll see the shipping template once you hit seller fulfilled. I'm going to seller fulfill, not Amazon FBA fulfilled. So once you hit that, the shipping template pops up. It's got a little drop down of all your shipping templates and you can pick the one you want for that item. So I'm going to delete this one. I have a flat rate. So there's no free shipping. It's $4.99 flat rate. I don't add per pound, except for Alaska. This is the one where I have the military posts. Let's edit this one and charge more for that. Actually, I'm going to change this to $6.99 flat rate anyways, because $4.99 doesn't get you far anymore. And I am going to add the 99 cents to this also. And then expedited. Because what I'm setting mine up are, so the main one is free shipping, right? So the free part, but then I do have paid under that. Same with the $4.99, which is now $6.99 flat rate. So the main one is $6.99, but I do offer people the ability to pay for more if they want to. So that's how I name mine and go about it. So that is my $6.99. Then I have a ground only one. This one I made for a specific toy, my toy bundle, because I don't want it to go not ground. Like it can, but it's kind of big, so it's going to cost a lot. So now I have $8.99 a pound if they want to get it a little faster. And then even faster, you see $39.99 a pound, which you guys, people paid that. That happened a lot. So definitely offer it. People will pay, especially for Christmas. Then I've got a flat $9.99 one again. So you see $9.99 plus I add 99 cents a pound for Alaska. $18.99 for expedited. Shipping templates are not difficult. I know they seem like it. I know that because it seemed like it to me. The fact that you can make as many as you want, like and then if something goes wrong, you just adjust it like I did. So what I always recommend, if you're listing something you've never listed before, make sure that you list only one of them. Even if you have 10, one. As soon as it sells and you see how much it costs, adjust the shipping template, make a new one for it, or just change the shipping template entirely, which I'll show you how to do now. So in your manage inventory, you'll go to just your merchant, just to make your life easier. You can see here the shipping templates that I have for my items, and they're almost all the free. Like I said, I offer free, but it's not always free. They can pay, they can upgrade. So I offer free for everything, but you can edit. You can do this in your manage inventory in your seller app as well. But just right here, all you do is pick the one that you want. So if I need it to go ground only, I would search ground only. It's very easy to update your shipping templates after the fact, even on products. So that's super easy to do. The last thing I wanted to mention is it seems like half of the sellers in their Amazon seller app, that shipping credit is totally gone. Mine is for me, which is huge because now I can actually see how much profit I'm going to make. I put in $5, I buffer, I use $5 as my shipping cost. If it's lightweight and under a pound, it's most likely not going to be more than $5, or you can use $6 because shipping prices have gone up and they will go up for Q4. So if it makes money after I enter that, it's really easy to see on the Amazon app. If the fee, that shipping credit, not $4.99 or whatever it is gone. If it's not gone on your app, that just means you have to do a little bit more math. So you gotta, they make it really difficult. Hopefully it's gone, or maybe you can open a ticket with Amazon and ask why your account hasn't gotten rid of the shipping credit. You do not get that shipping credit. Only free individual accounts get that shipping credit. All the shipping credit is Amazon's going to charge the customer $4.99 for that item. They're going to pass that $4.99 to you to buy the shipping for it. So it's not really a shipping credit. I know many sellers who thought it was, and they're actually not making money, which yet again is why you need Sellerboard to let you know if you're really making money on that product. So that's the only thing I wanted to mention about the shipping credit. Let me know if you set up your templates. Let me know how many you have. If this video helped you at all, please, please, please FBM something for me this Q4. You won't regret it. I promise. You'll learn a lot. Even if you make a mistake, you will learn so much and move forward and grow your business. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back next week with another Amazon selling video.